Hello, friends.
Hello, readers, viewers, fans, hopefully. Here we are in, where are we at? Fang Sha.
Yes.
We are two girls. No,
We never know our name. We are two gals that have both
we are two
podcasts.
girls.
We are two girls, but our
Our
podcast,
podcast is two gals.
and a book. Maybe one day we'll get it right. So today, while Lily gets it together,
I already said two girls.
we are reading the book, or we read the book, Spilling the Tea by Brenda Jackson.
Yes,
and we
but
decided to
this is
bring
not my
you.
drink.
This is not her drink, it's my drink.
We are here.
Yes.
Fang Sha.
Fang
Oh,
Sha.
I have this one. Strawberry. Oh,
We are drinking tea. We will not spill that tea, but we will
Not.
spill this tea.
Yes.
Yes.
So the story behind. Okay, so last time we were in Puerto Vallarta at the Hard Rock, we told you we were going to be reading and doing None of This Is True.
We'll do this one for the next
Yeah.
episode.
So there was time in between to squeeze in another book, and this is the one that we had on our list. And why this one? Honestly, I think it came up on my Pinterest feed somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just love the cover. I think I go for the covers a lot. And it said Spilling the Tea, and I was like, ooh, so cute. And I thought, ooh, a tea house.
Yes,
Ooh,
yes.
yeah, right? And they do talk about tea, but spilling the tea here is more just about gossip, and juicy gossip. So that's what, it's not literally spilling the tea. It's
Yeah. Well, we know that
figurative.
phrase means, spilling the gossip.
spilling the
like you
tea,
said.
yeah.
The family matriarch is a 90-something-year-old
Yeah.
great grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And she mentions the tea recipe of this family, but it's just something minor. And yes, there is, Lily and I were commenting that this is almost like a Hallmark movie type of novel. It came into our radar because it's a 2025 publication.
Yeah.
I was very shocked to see that Brenda Jackson has written her 150th
This is
book.
it right here.
This
150th.
is it. So real quick before we dive in, there's a family tree included with the book.
Very helpful.
Because this book is part of a series based on this family.
Yeah.
And this is the 24th book based on the Medeiros family.
Yeah.
And so the matriarch is Felicia Laverne. And so we hear her story, the telling of her story when she got married, her sister-in-law, and then at the same time, so we're seeing two stories develop. The second story is about Chance and Zoe. Chance is her great-grandson.
Where's she at?
Right
Right here.
the bottom somewhere.
Right here. That's their story. Right here.
So we will be discussing both love stories. One of the things that I enjoyed, I think, from the book being that neither one of us has read the previous books, is that she does mention the characters from the other books, so you can kind of go back to the family tree and see where these characters were mentioned and what books were written about them.
Yeah.
I mean, I could totally imagine like a series.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Each book. Hopefully, somebody will pick it up. But-
Hallmark. Brenda Jackson, shout out to you.
Yes.
Congrats for 150th book that just this year in April. I was looking at a website, Araceli, and I think they went on a cruise together, her and her fans.
Oh, how
Fun.
cool.
I
How
know.
fun. Too bad we didn't discover her until now. We missed the cruise.
Exactly. We missed the cruise. But I think it's a standalone book. You don't have to have read the other ones. I definitely did need this open a lot.
Yes,
because I'm like, who?
Yeah.
It really helped. And I mean,
We have to say that this is not our genre. We usually don't read romance novels.
does yours say romance on the side?
It says it's somewhere, I think.
No, mine says it. Like
mine
my
doesn't.
library, when I picked it up because I put it on hold, I just picked it up, and as I was reading it, because I had no idea what this was about, I was like, oh.
Yeah. We enjoyed it despite the fact that it's a romance novel.
Because yes, there's romance, there's mystery.
Yes,
There's
that's
mystery,
true.
there's drama, right?
And like one paragraph of historical fiction, which is my thing, and I will read it to you.
Oh, okay, great.
We
You
get
have it
there.
there. So yeah, we're gonna be spilling the tea.
About spilling the
Brenda-
tea.
Well, we drink tea at Feng Shaw in Costa Mesa.
So,
No, don't push it over.
so anyway, let's get started, Lily.
Let's get started,
And
yeah.
Just remember, in the process of this discussion, you will learn a little bit about us and hopefully a little bit about you.
Yes.
So I have to start with the quote already on part 1.
Oh, okay.
A quote by Eleanor Roosevelt: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams."
Beautiful quote.
Beautiful quote. My sister Claudia made me a craft many, many, many years ago with that quote.
Okay.
So I just shout out to my sister who is
She's
following
a fan.
us along. Yes, she
She's a
is. I think
fan.
she's our number 1 fan.
I think
So
so.
thank you, sister, for following us and also for that beautiful craft that I still have in my home.
She's getting a t-shirt.
Yes.
We will make you a t-shirt.
Yes.
We'll order it. We're not making it. We're ordering.
Yes. So let's keep going, Lily.
Yes.
I think you have something there before
33.
I do.
Yes. LOL. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Okay. So LOL. I watch these crime shows. Her best friend. So the protagonist, Zoe.
Yes.
Let's go to the beginning. Zoe is, how old is Zoe?
I want to say they are in their late 20s, early 30s.
That's a great
this
guess.
first couple. Yes. Zoe and Chance.
Zoe's, this is her story pretty much. I think.
Yes.
She's not part of the Medeiros family, but this is where it starts. I think she has a best friend named Lucky. Zoe was orphaned as a 5-year-old, I believe. She was the only survivor of a car crash with her parents, and
She was raised by her maternal aunt, who was always very cold, not very loving, but a responsible caregiver.
yeah.
So this aunt passes away, and Zoe wants to find out more about her origins. And so that's what, and we'll get to it when we get to the pages that
looks good.
So she distracted me. We'll get to that point in a bit, but basically that's where Chance comes in. So she travels to Texas
Yeah.
to find out a little bit about her mother's story.
Yeah, because she, as you know, when her aunt Pauline died, she died. She saw a note of sales from property that belonged to Zoe, but Zoe couldn't do anything about it because she wasn't of age. But her aunt Pauline sold it, and she's like, "Wait, I had this. She sold it. Where is this?" Like,
I have to make a correction.
No,
you
tell
just
me.
reminded me. No,
Yes.
I'm correcting myself. Aunt Pauline was her dad's sister.
yes,
So from her dad's side, yes. And Aunt Pauline never liked her mother.
didn't.
And we don't know why. We'll discover that maybe not as we move along the book.
Jesus.
But so yeah, Zoe goes to Texas to learn about this property.
Yeah,
She's
she
gonna
does
show up.
go to
Yes.
different places. She goes
Yes.
to Boston,
Yes.
and she ends up in Texas, right? But before that, she's telling her best friend Lucky about her plan. She tells her everything, and she tries to tell her, like, "Look, I'll be fine, Lucky. Stop worrying and stop watching so many of those crime shows." And I started laughing because I watch those crime shows, right? And Lucky, her friend, is like always thinking the worst.
Yeah.
Well, what if this happens to you? And I mean, do you do that?
I think we do because I also watch. those
Right?
crime shows.
Yeah. And I mean, why not? Be prepared,
Yeah.
right? You don't know who you're going to meet out there.
Exactly.
Somebody might smile at you and they're not friends. They might
Moral of the story: be careful out
be
there.
careful and learn from these shows.
Yes.
Lucky, although maybe
It's being a good
exaggerating,
friend. She's being a good
trying
friend.
to be a good
Yes,
friend.
she's worried because Zoe wants to do this on her own. She doesn't know anybody over there.
Yeah.
She's going to unknown territory. So of course she's concerned.
Yeah, so I just thought it was pretty funny.
Next page.
Is it me? Is it you?
I'm
Is
on
it me?
37.
I'm on 38.
So I'll go first. On page 37, Mama Laverne is mentioned. And I just wrote, I love this. Should we request this from our grandmothers? So she gives her grandkids and her great grandkids cooking classes. They are forced to attend these classes at the age of 16. And she shares her family recipes. And I just thought that was such an awesome idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get my mother to do this. She's more of a doer instead of a teacher.
Yeah,
She'd rather just do the thing and cook and not really teach us.
Yeah.
But I think that's such a great tradition. And I just wanted to comment on it. That's really cool.
Mama Laverne is the matriarch. She's the head
Head of this family.
90-something, and
Yes.
and it does mention she is her mission is to get her grandkids married.
Oh, yeah. Her great-grandkids.
Great grandkids married.
And apparently she's got like a 99% success rate.
Yeah. Yes.
With her
So they all
matchmaking
worry,
skills.
like, who is she going to marry them off to? But yeah, no, I love that. You're right. Because there's one thing, right, to read a recipe or follow a video, and then it is to, certain recipes. And I just remember my cousin and I trying to learn how to make tamales from my mom, but she's like, okay, well, it's this much. Well, how much?
It takes, yes. And
This spoonful, a special spoon.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, the bowl for the rice, like there were no measurements, right? So, I mean, how awesome to have 4 generations of food passed down to you. So we can start.
We'll try. We'll try to convince our elders. Maybe we are the elders.
We are. I am.
Okay.
Oh man, we're going to be the Mama Lavernes of our generation.
Yes.
Yeah. So on the next one, again, Lucky. So I don't know if she's tracking her, but Zoe and from college, they shared each other's location just so they can track each other because, what if something happens? So I wrote here, I like being tracked. Richard has an app where I don't know how he tracks me, but he tracks me.
He's not a stalker.
And he's not just my husband.
Yes.
But that's okay because I'm okay with being tracked. What if again, extreme thinking, what if I get kidnapped? Track me, please. Know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Right? So, anyways, I like being tracked. I don't know. Would you like to?
The only person I share my location with is my daughter. So we share each other's locations. And it doesn't bother me one bit. We both feel safe knowing where we're at.
Somebody knows where we're at.
We have nothing to hide.
No.
From each other, anyway.
No, exactly. No, I think that's really important. I just totally off tangent.
And that doesn't mean you have something to hide. I'm not implying anything, to each his own.
Yeah.
Some people are comfortable with it, some people are not.
Maybe because I watch too many shows where you never know.
55. Who had been her Mama Laverne? The one, I'm reading you from the page, the one who hadn't given up on her, had encouraged her to keep fighting on those days when she wanted to give up. The one person who championed her. So this is Zoe. Why don't I change her name? Zoe sees what Mama Laverne means to this family, and she doesn't really think she has somebody like that cheers her on. So my question to you, dear reader, for the purposes of reflecting, who is that person? The person that cheers you up, that pushes you to keep fighting, that doesn't give up on you, that champions you. Who is that person? Then further down the page, if you couldn't trust your family, then who could you trust? My question here is, about family secrets. What secrets do our families keep, the members in our family, and how do they affect us? Do all families have secrets?
Yeah. They might. I think they do.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
So just food for
What's
thought.
the transparency now?
Yes.
That does come up later again.
A lot.
Yeah.
So this whole family is full of secrets, as we will learn. That's part of what makes the novel so appealing.
Yeah, exactly.
All the secret keeping.
Yeah, no,
Page
and that's
89.
you. I think I have something.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so dream. So Mama Laverne, her name is Felicia Laverne. She was sitting down on her bed one time and she was knitting, knitting something in yellow because she wanted it for a future baby of the family. And although nobody had announced that they were pregnant, she was already knitting something for a baby because she had dreamt of fish.
Oh, yes.
She had, it's because to her that means a baby is coming or something. So dreams, do they mean anything? Do they, there's always people always say, oh, I dreamt about this, that means so-and-so.
There is some science to it. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently some of the most popular dreams are your teeth falling off.
Yeah, I get that all the time and I wake up so creeped out.
Which is really weird, according to the psychologist, that means, they were afraid of losing something. Another popular dream is the tsunamis. Dreaming that you're drowning, dreaming that you're falling off a high cliff, things like that. Those are all very popular dreams. So for the most part, and think about if you've ever dreamt that, were you going through a situation like that that merits that type of dream? But yes, there is some science behind it.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you have any dreams that you? Because I would dream a lot about my teeth. I'm like, do I need to call the dentist? So it was not a literal. It's not literal, right? They're
no. It's about loss. You're afraid of losing something. Yes. You can tell us if you want me, but you don't have to because everybody's entitled to their secrets.
I will. I will not be spilling the tea today.
Okay, fine.
Whatever. I don't even know.
We'll let you keep your secret. Page 89? Maybe not.
I will get there. Yes.
Okay, so on page 89, at the bottom of the page, and we probably met her before. This is Ravina Boyle. Ravina was engaged to Chance.
Chance being the other protagonist?
Yes, the male protagonist.
Zoe's love interest eventually?
So she left him, even though they were engaged to be married, because he went to war and he came back and he was told that he would no longer walk again. So Ravina was like, never mind, I don't think I want to get married. So she left him.
To half a man, she said.
Yes, half a man. Horrible. But he did recover. And now Ravina will come back because she is interested in getting him back. So when he sees her again, he says the following. And for me, it was a reflection of how we see people when we love them as opposed to when we don't love them. He, that being Chase, met her gaze and felt something, instant repulsion. And while studying her features, he thought she'd undoubtedly had a hard life since he'd last seen her, which was close to 5 years ago. Her beauty had diminished. So he doesn't see, she's the same person.
Yeah.
But now he sees her through eyes that are not reflective of love. So I just thought it was interesting how we see people differently when we love them and when we fall out of love with them.
Well, in 5 years. Yeah, that's not a long time. Do you think that's a long time?
Well, it depends.
It depends, right? Yeah.
It depends. Yeah. But I feel like a lot of what he was saying was based on the fact that he no longer loved her. Because of what he did to her, too.
What she did to him.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So by now, Zoe is in Texas, right?
Yes.
She goes to the address of where, the sale that the paper of that property that her aunt Pauline sold. She goes there because she wants answers. She wants to, oh my gosh, we forgot this. I could not believe she's the only sole survivor of this accident crash. However, she does not have any memory or recollection of her life prior to that, right?
The accident. She was what, 5, 6 years old?
5 or 6, so no memory. So she does not remember her parents. She knows nothing. So she's thinking, a farm? Like,
she doesn't remember being at that farm,
No. So she goes in hopes that hopefully that will trigger something because the doctors have told her there's a 50-50 chance, right? And her Aunt Pauline actually kind of was telling her, no, you're never going to read, right? Her Aunt Pauline was not a very nice person. Anyway, so she goes, she's in Texas. She pulls to the side of the road because something happened to her car.
Maybe got a flat tire.
I don't know. She got something. And then Chance is coming in his truck and sees this beautiful woman on the side of the road and being the gentleman
Everybody's
cowboy.
Beautiful in these novels, by the way.
Everybody's beautiful in Texas, I guess. Everybody's eyes sparkle.
Yes.
So as he's pulling to the side of the road to kind of go help her, right? Gorgeous woman.
Gorgeous woman, gorgeous man, because
because it's
because it's a romance novel.
Yeah,
everybody's gorgeous.
Yes. He offers her help. He's like, oh, no, thank you. Somebody is already going to help me. And looks over to her trunk and sees a camera there and instantly feels frustrated and mad and kind of like ill towards her because he does not like reporters. Apparently, an aunt of his is a movie star. And so reporters often go to...
Well, there was an incident, and if you read book 8, you will find the story of Jake and Diamond. That is
Diamond being the actress.
Yes. So, and that's what I meant when I said there's reference to many of her books in this one. So I found that very creative and also very smart.
Yeah.
Because Brenda Jackson gets you to go... Hopefully she wants you to go read her other books.
Yeah, exactly.
But sorry, Miss Jackson, we don't have time.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
This is the only one we're going to read her now.
Yeah, exactly. We have a long list of other books. Yeah. But
so going back to, to Chloe.
But he's just like, reporter.
I keep calling her Chloe.
Her name is Zoe.
Zoe and Chance.
Yes. The next day, she's like, okay, I'm ready to go to this farm, right? Go back. Chance actually bought the farm a few years back when he got back. Anyways, so he forward. She goes the next day and it's knocking, and who opens the door but Chance? And he's like, what do you want? And she's just like, what did I do? So, and eventually she does tell him the following day, I think. She has to convince him first, I am not a reporter. I'm not here for that. I am actually a surgeon, right? I'm a doctor. I'm just here looking for... I think the next day she does come and
well, she wants to walk around the ranch because she wants to see if it triggers any memories, which eventually, he allows her to, and it does.
Yeah. So, and that's where they meet and their, encounters start to happen. But yeah, Chance was not very nice.
Well, Chance is very bitter and guarded because of what happened to him. He has sworn off romance and love, but like it happens in every romance novel, he will fall in love with a beautiful girl.
The beautiful girl here. Yeah, but why were we here?
So I think we're just trying to catch you up on the plot. But anyway, on page, maybe I had already discussed that. On page 109, unless you have something before that.
No.
On page 109, they mentioned wedding vows or marriage vows. Yeah. And this is, again, Chance, reflecting on his relationship with Ravina. If a woman can't stand by her man when the going gets tough, or a man can't stand by his woman for the same reason, they don't deserve each other. Ravina never deserved you. So this is one of his relatives telling Chance, that it was for the best that he didn't marry her because she wasn't there for him at a time of need, and he was actually better off not marrying her. Yeah. It was actually a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, because Ravina, after she left him, she went off to marry a guy like a year later.
Yeah, she found.
But found out that he was back, walking, bought a farm, a ranch, and is back kind of wanting something.
And she got a divorce. Ravina did. So she's back in town. On page 110, people in town judge Chance because he lives alone in his ranch, and he's very taciturn. So they assume that he's miserable just because he's alone. And Chance says, no, being alone isn't. Why do people think that that's a synonym of having a miserable life? Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, do you have to be partnered to be complete and be happy? Why do people think that you have to have a partner to be happy and assume that if you don't have one, you must be miserable? Sometimes it's the other way around. I'm just saying. Just a little bit about me and a little bit about you. Page 112. 112. We've mentioned this before too, Nini. Our dead relatives reaching out to us. So at the end of page 112, Miss Laverne, or Miss Felicia Laverne, talks about how she would have. No. I'm sorry. Zoe. Zoe tells Miss Felicia Laverne, the matriarch, that she's been having dreams about this ranch, and that she feels, you mentioned dreams a while ago, that this is her parents reaching out to her, calling her to come to this ranch, and that is one of the reasons she came, because she was having these visions of a ranch that she doesn't remember being in.
Which Aunt Pauline never mentioned, because this is from her mother's side. I remember Aunt Pauline did not like her. Mother, Michelle, I think is her name. Don't quote me on that.
There's a lot of characters, so
a lot of names.
Forgive us.
Mention her a few times.
It's really hard to keep the names straight.
Yeah.
But do we believe that our dead talk to us and speak to us in our dreams?
Well, and then Felicia, Mama Laverne, also hears her husband's voice. Take care of her. Right? And so she feels like, because Chance does put Mama Laverne in contact with Zoe, because Zoe is there to in search of her history, of her ancestors. Mama Laverne has been there for 4 generations. So she actually knows the whole story of these two families that lived side by side, right? Where
They're neighbors.
Yeah, they were neighbors.
Literally.
And so she does go and seek out, it's a long story, so
And it'll come up in the book.
Yeah, she gets bits and pieces, but she hears her husband's voice saying, help her, take care of her, because she is my best friend's
I'm laughing
great-granddaughter.
because I'm like, when is hearing voices a sixth sense, and when is it? Are you just crazy?
Like, don't, yeah. You heard voices,
right? Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So here we're like, oh, yay,
Yeah.
Mama Laverne.
You're hearing
But
voices.
she's 90 something, so
Yeah, you're hearing
maybe
voices. Talk to somebody.
Yeah.
114.
114.
And Arabella. Maybe Lily can remind us who Arabella was.
Arabella.
But while you think who she is, Arabella loves the ranch. Arabella calls it her happy place.
Yeah, Arabella is Zoe's grandmother.
Yes. So eventually, the ranch was sold, but Arabella loved spending time at the ranch. And so my question to you, fellow reader, is what is your happy place? What is your happy place, Lily?
Oh, I don't know.
I love nature.
Yeah. Richard.
Richard's your happy place?
Be with Richard.
Oh, that is so romantic, Richard. Richard is a person.
You're right, so that doesn't count?
We'll
A
take
place.
it.
A place?
Wherever Richard is your happy place.
My happy place.
We'll give it to you.
Take that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's with... I don't know if
I hope you all have a happy place. A place you can
Everyone
go to.
should have a
yes,
happy
everybody should have a happy place.
Yeah.
That is accessible.
I like being at home.
Mm-hmm.
I do like to go out.
Like Nayarit was a happy place for us.
That was
but,
very
it's not as
vacation.
accessible.
No, you're right.
Go there all the time.
Yeah. I mean, if we could go work there, but...
Yeah, that would be fun. But yes, find a happy place.
Yeah. She lived there, and it was always to be her happy place. And this happy place, this ranch, Milton is her Zoe's great grandfather. No, not Milton. Waylon. Mama Laverne's husband is Milton.
Yes.
They were best friends.
Yes.
As children. There was a stipulation on the sale. It had to go through 3 generations before it was sold, and that's when Pauline sold it, because that was the only time as soon as she was able to, she sold it.
Mm-hmm.
So poor Zoe didn't even have a chance. And
she
if it was nothing, she didn't even know about it. So she is getting dreams from a place because she was there. She would go visit this place.
And I don't know if we're going to mention it later, so I'll just mention it now that I remembered. We find out later on in the book that Aunt Paulina had a reason for selling this ranch. Zoe's maternal family was very vindictive.
Yeah.
And she was trying to protect Zoe. So that's why she got rid of the ranch, as we will see further. So she wasn't as horrible, I guess, as we thought at the beginning. She wasn't a loving Anne. She wasn't affectionate, but she was trying to protect her from a very vindictive family.
From her past, really, because even though it had nothing to do with her, that hatred is still trickling down. And we'll see it, for sure. Yeah.
So, like we mentioned earlier, page 124, Lily, at the top.
Me too. I wrote,
I like that. I just wrote thoughts. So, we are seeing 2 stories develop. In these pages, we are seeing what happened with Felicia Laverne, Victoria, Milton, and Waylon. Waylon, as Lily mentioned, is Milton's best friend. They are neighbors. Waylon is in love with Victoria. Victoria is Milton's sister. So they're madly in love.
With each other,
and Victoria's best friend is Felicia, the same matriarch that you mentioned. earlier.
Because this is when they were in their teens.
Yes. So she introduces her brother to Felicia, her brother Milton.
And they met at a camp.
Yeah, and that's how they end up together.
Yeah.
Felicia and Milton. So in this page, I'll read the quote. Lily said, I said, thoughts. A man knows how to be firm with a woman and change her after marriage, Milton. This is what this is Jance, Milton's father, telling him, you know.
Do you know why?
I don't recall.
Okay, so
I'll let her.
So
like,
there's Milton, right? There's Milton and Victoria from the same family.
Yes.
And then there's Waylon from this neighboring ranch, and he has a sister, Charlotte. And Charlotte is not a very nice person.
I remember now.
Right?
Yeah.
She's mean and a bully at school. And Victoria knows this, right? But they don't befriend each other. They just know each other from
We
school.
should have brought a whiteboard.
I mean, really,
to show you guys,
to draw the arrows.
Sorry, we're there's a little one right there.
I'm not sure they would like that here.
We're sorry. We just mental note for next time. But go on.
Yeah, and so Charlotte likes Milton.
Yes.
And both dads are like, yeah, get married. They want to unite the family.
This is like soap opera stuff.
I mean, drama. Yes, for sure. And he's like, no, she's mean. She has an attitude. And so here's Milton's dad saying, a man knows how to be firm with a woman and change her after marriage. This is back in the early 1900s, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, so 4 generations back. And I was like,
but there's people that still think that.
Yes, and that's
that's why we were impacted by this quote.
It doesn't matter when it was.
I'm not sure if he tells him this before or after Charlotte gets pregnant and tells everybody that her baby is Milton's baby.
Yes, drama.
So they're trying to force them to get married. So maybe
they're trying to force Milton to marry
her
because she was willing and wanting that.
Yes, and Milton's like, no, I don't want to marry her.
Yeah.
I didn't get her pregnant, and I'm in love with Felicia. But the family is not having it, and we will let you know how that goes later on. But that's kind of where we're at with that.
It was before
part of the story. It was before.
It was before because it says here that Milton needs to drop off his sister at summer camp, and that's where he meets Felicia.
Okay. And the other reason they're encouraging this marriage is because they want to keep the properties.
Yeah, together. Even though Victoria and Waylon will get married when she's of age because she's only 15, young.
Yeah, she's young.
Not ready to get married yet.
She's going to finish school first. She's becoming a nurse.
Yeah, to go, so she still has a couple years, 2 years possibly before she can get married.
So 125, Lily, this is the only piece of history that I saw in the book, and I wanted to read it because apparently the Madaris family has some Mexican in them. The Madaris family had settled in Houston, Texas in the early 1800s. This is a fictional family, by the way, after acquiring a 10,000-acre Mexican land grant. At the time, when most newly freed blacks were still waiting for their 40 acres and a mule from the United States government, Milton's great-great-great-grandfather, Carlos Antonio Madaris, half Mexican and half black, along with his wife, Christina Marie, were shaping their legacy on land they used to raise cattle. So that's how far back this family goes, and that's how they've acquired their wealth. They're a relatively wealthy family, the Madarises.
Both of them.
Yes.
Right?
Even the other neighbors. So to recap, or in case we haven't mentioned this, the matriarch and the patriarch are Felicia and Milton. The story that we just shared, we told you that they fell in love when they were young. And they had 6 or 7 sons. So they're all sons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bunch of handsome cowboys.
They all look the same.
Yes. And
their kids also.
Yeah, they had kids, and then they had grandkids and great-grandkids. And this is the story that is told in the 24 books, of which we only read one.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go on.
Let's go back.
Forward.
So they're rich, they're wealthy. So, I mean, that's kind of neat to have that whole history. And,
yes.
I thought it was we don't have that.
Yeah. To be able to trace your family way back to when your relatives were slaves and how they acquired
all that land.
Yeah. I mean,
like, would you ever do a DNA test?
I was having a conversation with my daughter about that.
Yeah.
And I go back and forth. I want to. I'm curious, but at the same time, a bit paranoid. But then I think, they know everything they need to know about us.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm curious, but I'm like, no.
Yeah.
They don't need to get my DNA.
Yes, exactly.
Find something.
And that's why I don't do it.
No, they'll use it for something else.
But it would be nice, right, to know.
Just to know, like how much of this we have and how much of that, and how accurate is it?
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Just so weird.
155?
55?
155?
No, I have 134.
Okay,
so my dearest Felicia Laverne. So when Milton meets Felicia at this summer camp that he dropped off his sister at.
Did you roll your eyes like I did?
I was like, I did not. But did you?
I'm just like, really, you fell in love so fast.
It was really fast.
Everything, love happens very quickly, and I guess that's a romance novel.
Yeah. I guess you have to go into it knowing it was going to be a little bit,
Yeah, well, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So this is. But if you like that stuff, the book's for you.
Yes.
Great writing. No, it was fun. It was. Okay, so Felicia and Milton, they meet and they're writing to each other back and forth. And I just wrote writing letters meant a lot more than today. Right now, today you just send a text and it's there.
Yeah, right? That's true.
And for them, it was like, the mail's here.
Yeah.
Oh, not today. Oh, the mail's here, right? You gotta wait.
And now you just get bills.
Now you just get bills. You get coupons.
And coupons and trash.
Yeah. And the emails, you're like, oh my gosh, another email, another spam, right?
Yeah.
But back then, receiving like an actual tangible letter just meant a lot more to them. And that was pretty much their relationship in the beginning via letters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
That was it just like, oh, I mean, we talked about this in the other one, right?
Yeah, we mentioned letters in many of our podcasts, I think. I don't know how many, but yes.
Right? Yeah.
I think we are of a generation that received and wrote letters.
Yeah, exactly. We got a little bit
Do you have a box with some letters in there, maybe?
No. Do you?
I think I did. And the many moves I've gone through, I might have, lost those letters.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it would be nice, too.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Oh, question, random. So, in high school, the yearbooks, do they still pass them around to sign them?
They do.
Okay.
But it's not like, not a lot of kids can buy them, can afford them, and there's not a lot of writing going on as much as when we were.
Yeah. Keep in touch. Here's my phone number.
Yes. Now it's like, follow me on Insta.
Yeah, what's your handle?
Yes.
That's true.
155. On 155, Charlotte is our antagonist. Can you give us a little bit of a backstory, Lily? Because I can't remember, and then I'll share my thoughts if you remember.
Charlotte is...
Wait, this is still... Oh, no, wait. Charlotte is Waylon's sister.
Yes.
I remember Charlotte. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
The problem child, that is raised like a princess and is a bully at school and is a liar and deceitful. Typical antagonist, So on this page, Charlotte gets pregnant and apparently either she had or is going to have an abortion on this page. So I just thought it was interesting that abortion and birth control and sex before marriage are all, I don't know if this is the right word, but demonized in this novel. That is what a bad person does. Mm-hmm. Or maybe that is just a reflection of the times. Mm-hmm. This is how we judged women back in the early 1900s. I'm really bad with dates, times, years, but it's almost like it added to her villainous nature. She is the type of woman that has sex before marriage, takes birth control. Good girls don't do that.
Yeah.
And
because here, this is when she's telling her mom, I'm with child. This is when she says, what's his name? Milton. Milton is the father. But she says, there's no way I'm going to tell my mom that she, 2 years ago, was sent away to her Aunt Jessie
her aunt helped her to abort. Yes, so she had.
But I don't think the mom knew, right?
No, she did not.
The mom knew. So this was in her first pregnancy.
Yes.
Right? And mom, you know, lost it because she was like, oh my.
But now she's pinning this pregnancy on Milton, and let's recall that in those days there were no DNA tests. Speaking of DNA,
Yeah.
so there's really no way to prove if this is his child or not. There's he said, she said. So that's
And he's engaged to be married now with Felicia Laverne. He met his parents right after summer camp. Like you said, it was so quick. You're right. It was a little like, really? Let's get to know each other.
Yes. And remember, this is St. Felicia that is 90-something years old.
No.
And in the book.
Yeah. And so he's engaged to be married. And they had to kind of postpone this wedding. Because they had to wait for Charlotte to have the baby.
Yes.
And
scandalous because he wouldn't marry her. He's like, I agree to marry her after we see this child. Yeah. See if this child looks like me.
I mean, good for him, right?
So the family's like, oh, you know, all the Medeiros are born with some mole somewhere, and this child,
a birthmark.
Yes, a birthmark, and they're like, this child better have that birthmark, otherwise that'll mean that this is not a Medeiros child,
right?
And so, sure enough, the baby's born, and I forget what the baby looked like.
Well, I think right away when the dad saw the baby, he knew right away.
Was the baby a different race?
I think so.
Right? And that's how they knew, okay,
that's how they knew. Yeah.
It can't be.
So Milton told Felicia, she's saying this is what's happening. Can we please wait? And he had to talk to his family too, to her family, and they waited. They were patient, and they believed in him. That's nice, right?
Yes, that was very nice.
That was very nice.
Felicia's parents. I think her dad happened to be a pastor.
Yes. And so once she had the baby, it came out that not Milton's baby, it's somebody else's baby, and they knew who it was. And the dad goes in there, and you need to marry her. Anyways, they send her off somewhere. They really disowned her, right? Yeah. They wanted nothing to do with her. And her own parents.
Yeah. Well, her dad more.
Her dad, yeah.
Her dad was very disappointed in her, kicked her out.
Yeah.
Mom was still protective, wanted her daughter back.
Yeah.
But she was gone, banished from the ranch. And she will come back. Well, not her, but in the form of her children and great-grandchildren and grandchildren.
Her name does come up.
Yes.
Yeah. So that dad, Waylon and Charlotte's dad, does apologize, right, for causing them all this harm, and because the daughter lied. But Milton's dad said, "No, my daughter will not be married.
And what we need to tell you also is that this really affected Victoria and Waylon's relationship, because the families were feuding now, and even though this had really nothing to do with them, they forbade them from marrying as well and from having a relationship. So they suffered the consequences of Charlotte's lie. And they didn't marry. Victoria left, right, to go to school, to nursing school.
Her uncle offered her money, right? Bought her a ticket to go to Paris and go to nursing school just to get away from all that, right? And put some distance, because that really affected her too. And she did. She goes.
She left. And now we jump back into the present time with Zoe and Chance. And I just had to read this paragraph because this is why I don't read romance novels. I said, who does this? He barely knows her. So this is Zoe and Chance. Zoe, I think, is in her hotel room. She is upset because she just found out that...
We have the same...
You did it too? She just found out that she had a baby brother.
Yeah.
And that this baby brother died in the car accident that she was in with her parents. And her Aunt Paulina never told her about this baby brother. I forget how she found out, but she found out, and she is mourning her baby brother.
She found out because she went initially for, she goes to Boston to go to the hospital where her parents worked, because both of her parents were orthopedic surgeons. And one of the doctors said, let me put you in contact to Dr. So-and-so, who was your mom's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And when she finally got in contact with her, she sent her albums, journals from her 3 generations back that her mom kept, and told her, do you know where you guys were going, when your parents died? And she's like, no, you guys were driving home from the hospital after your mom had your baby brother. And she's like, what? Mm-hmm. So she's torn.
Yeah.
That she actually had a brother that she never obviously couldn't remember, because remember, she doesn't remember any of it.
Yeah.
Prior.
So she's sitting in her hotel room crying, and Chance comes over, and then he walks in to the sofa in the sitting area, and he sat down with her in his lap. When she tried scrambling away, he tightened his hold on her and twisted her around to face him. And so she starts crying, and I'm just like, who grabs a woman and sits her on his lap?
And he says, this was like, ew, weird.
Yes.
She wipes the tears off hers. Tell me, sweetheart.
Yes, he calls her sweetheart.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah.
I feel like, sorry, Brenda.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Brenda. I feel like that could have been written differently, and I would have believed it. Like, hey, sit down, have tea.
And I
coffee or something.
There's the romance novel trope, right? There's certain scenes that you imagine. Yeah, I don't know. I just
hug her. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Don't pull her on your. But don't be creepy about it. Like, that's how I felt.
I'd be creeped out. And I'd Bradley and put me on his back.
First of all, I don't know you.
Because he's trying to comfort me. Yeah. So that was weird.
Heavy attraction from the beginning from both of them.
Because it's a romance novel.
Because
and they're both beautiful and gorgeous.
They're both beautiful, and their eyes sparkle.
They both have dimples.
They both have dimples. Even without smiling, there's a dimple.
Yes. So that was very entertaining. 308.
That was like, oh, you're right. 308?
Yes.
Okay, so I have something 256.
Okay.
Why? Oh, I think it was as we were thinking, okay, where should we go and record?
Oh.
We were thinking it was a tea place, a tea house, and this one came up, and I mentioned, how about a picnic somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. We'll tell you where we're going.
Oh, yes.
Because when they were making plans, at this time they were already kind of dating, and they were hanging out, and he was going to take her on a picnic. So we thought, oh, maybe we can go on a picnic. Mm-hmm. But then their picnic was ruined because it rained. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's what this blank post is.
And there were a lot of beautiful places mentioned.
I love the setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been to Texas. I don't know I would love to go to a ranch to see what these ranches look like. But just, the way they describe the big trees and the orchards.
The lake.
The lake.
The horses.
Yeah. Beautiful place.
So anyways, back to the past. And I don't know what this was here. So it goes back.
Yes.
And where things started unfolding, because it does go back and forth, and you do follow it, and you learn.
And that kind of adds to the suspense, right? It's like you put one couple on hold, and then you go learn about the past and the family.
Zoe does meet with Mama Laverne a few times, because she's telling her in batches as things are coming up. By now, I think she's reading her grandma's journal.
She spends a lot of time reading journals. Who writes that much?
Right? Yeah. Or who wrote that much? Well, maybe that's what they did back then.
It was grandma. Her mom wrote journals, and her grandma and her great-grandma.
Great-grandma.
And all these journals.
Penny didn't write journals. I think it was her grandma, Arabella. No, Deidre.
Deidre. I have a good memory, Deidre.
Yes. Deidre. Okay, let me tell you who Deidre is. Milton. Not Milton.
Oh, yeah.
Waylon.
Did not marry Victoria.
Did not marry Victoria because Victoria promised her dad, I will not marry him.
Oh, yes. You have to tell them this.
Penny, Charlotte and Waylon's mom, pretty much said, I will hurt your daughter.
Yes, I will poison her food. I will find a way to get rid of her.
Creepy.
Yes.
Very, very Lifetime movie-like.
Yes.
Right? Like, does that really happen in real life?
That much hate.
Poison your daughter.
Yes.
So she tells, and he says, Dad got a stroke. He's at the hospital. He's in bed and says, promise me, Victoria, you will not marry him because I don't want to see you get hurt. Mm-hmm. And
Victoria feels guilty because her dad got this stroke the night she was going to go. She was going to run away with, and they were going to elope.
Yeah.
Yes. Go on.
So she does feel guilty, right? So she's outside the hospital, sobbing, telling Milton what she just promised her dad. as Waylon's back here listening to everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's bringing her lunch and just gives it to her and said, I heard everything you said. Pretty much take care. And she's like, no, I heard everything you said. Like, you promised your dad you're not going to marry me. And, anyway, so they don't get married. She goes off to separate, right? Because she can't marry him. She won't marry him anymore because of the promise to her dad. And 5 years later, he meets Deidre, 22-year-old, a widower. He marries her, but it tells you that relationship was not for love. It was friendship. It was convenience. Because they both knew they were each in love with somebody else. She was in love with her dead husband. He was in love with Victoria still. So they knew they were just going to get together.
But they still make a baby.
Even they still make a baby. Because they were making this marriage work.
Yes. So they make a baby.
So Victoria comes into the picture again because Victoria is buried by the orchard. And you know that her tombstone is there.
Yeah.
But we find out towards the end how she died, when she died, I guess, and why she's buried there.
Mm-hmm.
Because that piece of land, Waylon built a cabin for when they were going to get married because the both families knew they were going to get married, but then that didn't happen. Anyway, so Deidre is Zoe's great-grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are journals, Deidre's journals.
We're going to get so fact-checked with this book.
Hold on. Grandmother. I know.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yes,
Brenda.
sorry.
There's a lot
of characters.
The point is,
yes,
he married Deidre.
Yes.
Who is
an ancestor of Zoe.
Zoe's grandma.
Yes, Zoe's ancestor.
Great woman, by the way.
Yes. Deidre, and then Arabella. So Arabella is Zoe's mom. No, Michelle is her mom.
Shoot.
See?
Deidre is her great
grandma. So it's Zoe, Michelle, Arabella, and Deidre. See, this is why it gets confusing.
But yeah.
Yes.
I'm so confused now. Anyways, why were we here? I don't know why I put a post.
So
I think that was my bookmark at some point.
308? No?
I have something.
275.
275. Mm-hmm. It says heartbreak. Mm-hmm. No, I heard of Victoria. You promised your pa. Oh, this is where he said, this is Waylon. He said, no, I heard Victoria. Mm-hmm. You promised your pa that you won't be marrying me. Although you might not want to keep that promise, you will. It's not within you to break it. Mm-hmm. Milton cleared his throat. I'll let the two of you talk while I go inside and check pa. So Milton, Waylon is heartbroken. He just heard the love of his life say, I'm not going to marry him. I promise you, Dad. What do you do with that information?
Right. Don't make people promise those kinds of things, please.
Right?
Yes.
Fathers. Yeah. I could see Dad's side, though, because this is Penny saying, I will poison your daughter if she marries my son. Like, creepy lady. Mm-hmm. Just because they blame their family for Charlotte being disowned. It was like, that was your own daughter making up stories. I don't know. Penny, I don't like Penny.
You just try to vilify other people because you don't want to. Because you don't want to accept your own doing.
You want to find a scapegoat, and there it is.
And that's
that
what
family.
She did. And it shows you what bad parenting can do. I mean, Penny really did a terrible job of raising Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it affected further generations to come.
Yeah.
And sorry about this, but we kind of got lost in that family tree because Charlotte had kids and grandkids and great grandkids, and they were all terrible children who were out to get the Maderases. Mm-hmm. And one of the comments that I made was, how hate was being passed down from generation to generation. Mm-hmm. The Charlotte's grandkids, great-grandkids, they were taught to hate the Maderases. Yeah. They didn't even know them.
Nope.
But they were out there.
Their names.
They just wanted to get that family. Mm-hmm. So it's just very sad when don't teach hate. Please.
No.
Yeah. Go on, Lily.
I have 2308. Me too.
It happens. That's when we get along.
Yes, we have the same quote. It's so funny. And I wrote, so true. They show them later. I don't know what I wrote. Why that?
So let me help you. So do you see faults when you are falling out of love or are not that in love? Zoe says, he fell in love with her. When you truly love someone, you don't always see their faults. So Zoe is talking about Chance and Ravina. And so my question was, was she, the way Chance saw her with love, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't see the faults in her. He only started seeing those faults when he fell out of love with her. So is that how it works?
Yeah, Ravina has been like poking the bear, kind of like he doesn't want to be with you. He wants to be with me. She wants to be with him again. I think only there's a reason. There's an ulterior motive. We do find out Ravina. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, just tell them now because
tell them now. Tell them now. Ravina
there
is part of Charlotte's family.
Yeah. So Zoe and Charlotte are like kind of cousins.
Kind of cousins.
We don't know how many times removed, but they're related.
They're related, and so she was really there for revenge, to get revenge of the Medeiros family. And she was really, I don't think she was ever in love with Chance. She was just there to hurt him. And then once he came back from the army in a wheelchair, she said, I don't need this.
I don't need to hurt him that bad.
Revenge.
She's already hurt.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need that. I don't need this bad.
Yes.
That bad, right? And so Felicia, is that her name? Felicia told Zoe something about a necklace she was wearing. Like, I know where you got that. And that came from Victoria. And she's like, no, that came from my great-grandmother, Deidre. And she said, no, your great-grandfather had an affair while still married with Victoria. So Zoe's questioning the words that are coming out of this evil person's mouth. She's questioning. She doesn't know. She doesn't know anybody here. It's like she's just trying to go with what?
She doesn't know who she can trust.
No, she doesn't. Yeah. And so she goes and asks Felicia Laverne, Mama Laverne, Chance and her get into an argument because Chance has a lot of pride. He's like that Medeiros pride, right? It's like you're questioning. You think
that my great grandmother is lying to you.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with you. It's over,
even though you're very like
gorgeous. Yes,
like very novela.
Yes, just total soap opera, Days of Our Lives type of thing.
Very much. And so Mama Laverne is trying to tell her like that woman is evil or something like that. How can Chance have been in love with her? And Zoe's trying to tell her, when you truly love someone, you don't always see their faults. And I had that because that is so true, right?
So listen to people when they tell you that person you love has faults.
Yeah.
Look at the perspective, or listen to other perspectives.
Yeah, like because in the beginning, I mean, they show you a different side, right?
Yeah.
If they are not genuine, they show you different. It does come out later. By that time, you're in love with that person. You're like,
we don't want to make you paranoid, but I mean it's just there.
I mean, Brenda wrote it.
Yeah,
Brenda wrote it. Page
and it did catch our eye
for a reason. For a reason. So, I think later they do say Ravina was there, and then it turned very
action-packed.
Yes, it is.
It had to have a little bit of everything, right? So at the very end, Ravina tries to kill both Zoe and Mama Felicia. They're meeting at the ranch, at the cabin, somewhere.
To clarify, this accusation from Ravina saying that your great-grandfather cheated on. They're there having a great conversation, and the door slams.
Oh, yes.
Very
suspense.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. Yes.
And then they smell kerosene.
Yes. And they're like, nobody's barbecuing here. Why do we smell kerosene?
Then there's no signal.
Yeah, there's no signal on the phone.
Why would there be?
All the signs are there.
Yes.
So they're like, oh, something's happening.
Yes.
And then, boom, explosion. Somehow all the Medeiros gorgeous men
go there.
Show up.
They show up because
rescue them.
Mama Laverne had talked to a private eye who is also related to her somehow. He's married to one of her great granddaughters.
That is probably, I'll tell you which book that is.
His name is Alex.
Go on, Lily. Yes, so he's a private detective. No, he's a friend. So he's up here somewhere.
He's a friend of somebody.
He's a friend of the family, or I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Oh, here, book 13.
Alex, book 13.
Unfinished business.
Yes. And he's the one that finds out
everything.
Ravina her lineage, why she's there, and everything comes out. And that's why they all head over, coincidentally, to save them, right?
Because they know this woman is dangerous.
Yeah. In that conversation, though, Felicia Laverne says, and this is my last one, it says, Felicia Laverne took a deep breath and said softly, spilling the tea about the family is difficult, Alexander. This is when she was talking to this private eye. And so I say, and this is where we talk about family secrets, like talking about your family secrets is difficult. And I mean, if you do it, it's because you have to at that point, not by choice, right? So anyways, that was my last one.
Well, my final posted is on page 327, and it's about trust. This is where you mentioned the Medeiros pride, right? And Mama Laverne talks about how lucky they are to have a family that is united, that trusts each other, and that Chance doesn't understand that Zoe didn't have that. Type of a family. And this is what Mama Laverne says. Trusting someone and taking things at face value won't be easy for Zoe. She had an aunt that deceived her at the end. This is an aunt that she trusted for 20 years and who hid things from her. So, I just wanted to comment on trust. And, trust is easily earned, but once you lose it, it's really hard to get back. So don't be deceitful.
Yeah, because that can hurt somebody else too.
And once you lose somebody's trust, it's not easily won back.
Yeah.
So final thoughts, Lily. I mean, at the end they got married. No surprise there.
Of course, Zoe and Chance got married,
and they'll live in his ranch, it's now there. So somehow it came back. Poetic justice. The ranch came back to the original owners. Through marriage. He will run the ranch. Zoe will work in Houston, continue her work as an orthopedic surgeon, and they will live happily ever after, as everyone should when you have a romance novel.
Romance.
Yes. Oh, and I have to say, Lily, shout out to my cousins. When I saw this family tree, it made me think of the many cousins I have.
Oh, yeah.
Many of whom you know.
Yeah.
We always kid around and we say, oh, somebody should do a series about us, because everybody has a story, right? And when I saw this, it reminded me of my family. There's a lot of Garcias out there.
Do you guys have a family tree? Has anybody ever written one out?
People have made attempts. So yes, there are. There are pieces of it. And you know what? Maybe this book, would motivate us to do that, right?
Yeah.
To kind of trace our family lineage. It was different. It was entertaining. It was like watching a soap opera.
Sweaty.
Yes, the sun is beating down on Lily. That is a sign that we must stop recording.
We're done.
But before we leave, we want to tell you about our next book. Or are we done? Yes?
I think we're done with spilling the tea.
We spilled the tea. We drank the tea.
We drank the tea.
And we are moving on. So
back to this one. We talked about this one.
None of This Is True is our next book. How would we describe it? It's a mystery. There's a lot of crazy people.
Psychological thriller, for sure.
Yeah, psychological thriller. A lot of people with different challenges. I said crazy people. Maybe that's not politically correct, or maybe they are crazy.
Mental? I don't know.
They are challenged and they are dangerous, as you will see when we discuss.
Well, yeah. I mean, this will be in August. So
just remember the title when you're reading, and you're like, "What?"
True. Oh.
I kept looking back at the title.
Because I'm not done, of course.
Yeah, she's not done. I'm done. Just keep looking at the title, and that'll help you. That'll guide you.
We already have our location for the next one. Yes. It's going to be at a British pub. Yes, at a British pub. What are you showing me? Let's not interrupt. It's going to be at a British pub. Richard?
Edit that, Richard.
Please. So, two of the main characters, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Two of the main characters. One is a podcaster like us.
Yes, they're podcasters.
And both of them, it starts off, they meet at a pub because they're celebrating their 45th birthday. And guess what? I will be celebrating my 45th birthday in August. Yes. So I thought it would be fitting to do that.
It'll be a special recording.
Yes, and we're going to wear denim.
And
because you'll know.
You'll know once you
read it. So read it with us. Yes. Come along with us. Yes. We will take you on this downtown Fullerton tour. We'll tour around.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Why not?
Hey,
See you there.
Yes. We'll see you there. We're gonna go somewhere else right now. We might show you that in our vlog. So thank you for watching, listening, and let us know if you guys have any suggestions. Keep reading. Keep listening to us. Any comments? Any suggestions?
Share with your friends.
Share with your friends.
We want people to read. That's really it.
The fan suggested.
Fan suggested.
Oh, a lot of suggestions. Yes.
Wow, we will listen. We will read.
We will comment back.
We will comment on Claudia, who will be our next.
She wants us to read a lot of books.
Yes, I already watched that one. Okay. Till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.